This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Vibrio parahemolyticus, a term many are now familiar with since that Kong poisoning outbreak that put a hole in the wallets of many Porter's Key dock vendors. Fast forward 3 months and those vendors say business is still in a slump.
It really affects Porter's Key dock business because we do Kong salad. Our Kong salad base was nobody was coming to buy Kong salad. Nobody was coming even to buy craft Kong, so and nobody really was coming back to Porter's Key dock. If you look at the dock a week ago, before the holiday, it was empty. You could look from one end to the next end because no one was coming to Porter's Key dock to buy any Kong.
Business dropped tremendously. We had like nobody really was interested in purchasing Kong because nobody wants to get sick, you know. But I think eventually, once it is known to the public that it's safe to eat Kong again, the business will return. We got at least this weekend, starting this weekend over the holiday, it was a tremendous raise in the amount of Kong salad that I sold. You know, so I think people are getting the trend now back that it is safe to eat Kong.
The vendors say with fewer customers, they've had to change their operating hours, alter work schedules, and menus.
Many store owners had, because of the Kong poisoning, had lesson on the staff. Some days staff may come to work 3 days a week, sometimes 2 days a week. Because of the poison, they wasn't making the money to pay the staff. But many they start selling chicken wings, other things to replace the Kong poison. But nothing is like Kong salad, craft Kong. The people come to the dock by multitude for Kong salad and craft Kong. This is where they are.
It put a strain on me because I didn't want to let any of my staff go because most of my staff is my kids and family. So I didn't want to, you know, let them go. So I had to shift up the days and how they work shifts, you know what I mean? So some days they got to, some weeks they have to work 3 days, some week 4 days, whatever. But I try to keep everybody so that when it all resumes back to normal, that everybody will still be employed.
So many are not taking chances. To those that are skeptical about consuming Kong, be it raw or cooked, Vice President of the Bahama Dock Alliance Association, Matthew Rev Roll, assures there's no need to worry.
We've done research on Porter's Key dock, and we could say that the water of Porter's Key dock is bacteria-free. So we wouldn't be no more Kong poisoning at this time at Porter's Key dock. And plus, we had a meeting with Environment Health, and Environment Health being here, they had a talk with us, and we had a good talk with them. And I think everything now is good. It's safe now to eat Kong salad.
At last count, there were 25 confirmed cases, and the last case of Kong poisoning was reported in July. Meantime, a huge drug haul now in the hands of police. It's now a matter of determining whose own is it. Acting on information, officers of the Central Detective Unit, along with a team from Customs and the K-9 Unit, headed to Florin Drive, South Bohemia, just before 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. In bushes, they found 9 crocus sacks, all containing packages of suspected marijuana, weighing in at 226 pounds, with a street value of $226,000. No arrests were made, and investigations are ongoing. One of 2 would-be armed robbers who left the scene of the crime wounded has been arraigned on charges of attempted armed robbery and causing harm. It's alleged that 33-year-old Cody Ramming of Hepburn Town, 8 Mile Rock, and another man were the bandits brandishing a firearm and a knife, demanding cash and other personal properties after one last Tuesday morning. A fight ensued between the culprits and the occupants of the Waterfall Drive Seahorse Village home that ended with the culprits being stabbed multiple times. When the 2 tried to escape in a vehicle, the residents extensively damaged the car. In court, Ramming was not required to enter a plea. He was remanded until February 5, 2019. A 52-year-old Haitian national gets to stay much longer in the Bahamas than planned. This considering Felicos Joseph is accused of unlawful sexual intercourse. He was not required to enter a plea and bail was denied. The matter is expected to proceed by way of a voluntary bill of indictment February 28th of next year. Joseph, however, was also charged with overstaying. On that charge, he was convicted, fined $3,000 and given 1 year at the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services. Failure to cough up the money could result in an additional year. Facing attempted robbery, grievous harm, and accessory after-the-fact charges was Geronto Kimo Roll. The 18-year-old Frobisher Drive resident was not required to enter a plea on 2 of the charges, but pleaded not guilty to the latter. Bail was denied, and he scheduled back in court on February 4, 2019. A 60-year-old woman also now knows what it's like to be charged with a crime. She was one of 3 charged with ammunition possession. The trio, Sandra Burkhardt, 29-year-old Jessica Wallace Whitfield, and 26-year-old Joseph Wallace Whitfield, was not required to enter a plea. Bail was denied. Burkhardt and the younger Wallace Whitfield were also arraigned on drug possession charges. To that, they pleaded not guilty. The case picks up on February 27, 2019. Our final story is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.